This is iPacers.com, and you are listening to the Pacers recap. I'm your host, Derek Kramer. Pascal Siakam has found his voice with the Indiana Pacers. Pascal Siakam offered a unique look into the Indiana Pacers players-only minicamp at his house in Orlando. The glimpses behind the curtain from NBA players we usually get at this point in the offseason have become somewhat of a running joke over the years. Whether it's a center like Mitchell Robinson making off the dribble pull-up three-pointers in a pickup game, or the annual Ben Simmons jump shot clips, it's rare to see anything of substance. Instead of seeing the typical workout clips, though, Siakam's shared videos have been more like behind-the-scenes footage or a mini documentary about the Pacers' preparation for a new season.
You guys saw probably, some of the video and clips of what they did last week in Orlando at Pascal's place. And Pascal's at the point of his career where it's just about winning. He's secured his contract. He's established himself as a player, and winning is all that matters to him. And his leadership is showing with some of our younger guys. You see it in some of the video clips. We see it every day, taking young guys under his wing and kind of passing on information that can help that player. But Pascal also knows I see potential in this guy to help our team, which helps all of us. So his leadership has really taken another step, I feel like, and we've encouraged that. When we traded for him, he's a guy coming in, he has a championship ring, he's an established player, a multi-all-star, and we encouraged him, we need your voice. This is a young group for the most part, and they need to hear from you. Pass on your knowledge, deliver messages at the right moment. And he started to do that last year, and I feel like this summer he's really taken it to another level.
With Siakam's posts both on Instagram and Twitter, we immediately see how much he's embraced his role as a leader. The videos shared haven't just been highlights from their 5-on-5 scrimmages, though that Benedict Mathurin dunk over Miles Turner certainly stood out. Instead, it's mostly been Siakam speaking to the group, offering advice, sharing wisdom about what needs to be done to get back to the conference finals and potentially beyond.
Again, we still the Pacers. We're not the sexy team. We always got something to prove, and I don't want to put any ceiling into anything that we can accomplish. So we have to be those people that we know that people don't really want to care about, but we make them care about us. People are not going to give you your props. Like, you have to go and take it.
Coming here, but you got to play the right way. Come in here and play like coaches in here. Like, don't come in here and just be doing shit that you know you're not going to do in the season. The reason we had so much success last year is because everybody know their role. Everybody got a different role in this group. There ain't no reason to get outside that and do shit that we don't need you to do. Everybody working on their game, and that's good. But just get in here, everybody be playing the right way and doing that, because that's what's going to take us to the next level.
Everybody's saying we one-hit wonders. That's our here. We one-hit wonders. We get here, obviously, everybody was hurt, this and that. But I think we all know the deal, but we work for this shit. Like, we started last year from the ground up in that Nashville to get to where we're at now. We got to continue to keep building off that, bro. Like, we have no other choice. Obviously, you know what the East is, but it's about us at the end of the day. I've seen a lot of y'all working. Some of y'all been down to repeat. Had the bigs down in Dallas, but it's time for us all to come together. It's good that we're doing that shit early. So keep building and keep pushing each other. Get competitive, man. Talk shit. Do your thing out here. Let's hoop, man. Let's have some fun.
I cannot tell you guys how many times we're going to hear over the next 2-3 weeks, shit ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy to do it again. It's going to be hard to do it again. Like, I'm already hearing that shit all summer. That's how it's going to be. And it's going to get annoying. Trust me. We're going to hear it a million times in the first week, a million times the second week. It ain't going to be the same. Teams are going to come at us, all this stuff. Like, we invite that. Like, that's who we are. And that's what we do so well.
Y'all young bucks that's new to this shit, bro. That's big in this league, bro. You've got to take care of yourself. Nigga, eat right, do what you do. Have fun, but bro, you've got to take care of yourself. And that's on the vets as well, bro. Like, accountability is one thing I think is going to be important this year. I got to be able to get on Ty, let him know when he bullshitting. Ben got to be able to get on me, let me know when I'm bullshitting on defense, this and that. We all got to be able to talk to each other. None of this shit is personal, bro. When we win, business is good for everybody. When we lose, it's a little bit rougher. So that comes from a different place. Like, we got to be on each other this year, bro. And know that we're not coming from no place of malice. We done been together long enough. We got to be able to give each other space, and say the shit that needs to be said. So that's all I got, man. Gotta be dogs, man. Like, this is our superpower right here. Like, the fact that we all together, stay together, stay locked in, and compete, man. Every fucking day. There's no day where we come in there and we just fucking bullshit. Like, every day we put the work in, win, lose, draw, what the fuck? Like, we lost a game, it doesn't matter. We're coming the next day. Same mentality, fucking just going at it. And to me, like, I think that's what's gonna, separate us from everybody else.
Despite being a mid-season addition and a pending free agent, Siakam's vocal leadership really started to grow during last season, according to both Rick Carlisle and Chad Buchanan. Carlisle mentioned that his voice became louder and louder during the playoffs and much more present.
Well, he supplied the venue, but it was the team that decided they were going to do another retreat. They had done Nashville the year before. We had been down to visit Pascal for a dinner that was really a kind of a recruiting dinner for free agency, and saw his facility, and it was like, whoa, this is like, we could have an NBA practice here easily. And so he supplied that. He's been a great mentor for all the guys on our team. I think everybody would tell you that. I think Ty would tell you that too. And, when you get to be 30 years old, you've won a championship as one of those guys, but maybe not one of the main guys. Like now, he's one of the main guys. And so, I think the way he's viewing it is that, this is an opportunity for a different kind of meaning to my career, And so he took his time. He found his voice on this team. He didn't just come in the door in late January, yelling and screaming and yakking about, that he'd won a championship before. It wasn't like that. He was very respectful. And then as the playoffs began, he found his voice, and it resonated more and more and more. And that meant an awful lot. And then, him being the host of that thing, that was pretty cool.
While leading with his voice wasn't something he did often with the Raptors, the Pacers' young group needed it from him as one of the only players that could speak from a place of both playoff experience and playoff success as one of the stars from Toronto's championship run. Now he's opened up his home to get the team extra time together before training camp. Both Halliburton and Andrew Nembhard discussed how they viewed Siakam as a leader from the jump last season, once he was with the team, even before he became more vocal, and especially once they got to the playoffs.
Pascal allowing us to go to his home and do this, and allowing us all to be together in Orlando, it was a lot of fun for guys, and just guys to compete was all very good for us. And you've just seen him grow so much as a leader. I've seen him grow a ton as a vocal guy, because from what I've known about Pascal previously, he doesn't really talk a ton. But last year he was kind of forced into having to do that, because we got to the playoffs and I didn't have anybody else on this team to lean on in terms of what I should be expecting and how I'm adjusting different coverages and all that stuff. And Pascal's won a championship, so he's a guy that I could lean on and have conversations with. So he was kind of thrust into that role. And I think that he's really appreciating that, because when he got to Toronto, being in Toronto, being a younger guy, all those guys were kind of he just kind of shut up and, just did everything he could to get to the level of player he is now. So I think to see him grow as a leader and a player has been really fun, and I look forward to being alongside him and these guys and going into this year, because continuity is important. Continuity has led to success for a lot of these teams who have won championships previously. So I think that's going to be important for our success moving forward.
You guys.
Yeah, I think that those weeks out there in Orlando were great for team building, great for just us coming together, reestablishing that bond that we had, and continuing what we've been doing. I think in terms of P, I've always kind of seen him like a leader. He's always came here and been a leader from day one. He has a lot of experience winning in this league, and I think he's feeling comfortable around our group. We all respect him. We all value what he has to say. So we want him to lean into that and keep giving us what he has.
Just having everyone in my home and obviously I told the guys, like, I really appreciate everyone coming through and just having that moment, and for me it just meant everything, and that's something that I want to continue to grow, like
as a leader, as someone that, like, obviously, like, my whole career, I've always been about getting better as a player, and I think one of the things that I want to focus on is just not only getting better myself, but also bringing people along, and I think that's one thing that I wanted to continue to improve on, and yeah, and it's something that you have to learn, for me, get out of my comfort zone and do things that I'm not really used to. I'm really someone that literally, I'm in the gym, I'm with myself. I don't, there's nobody around. Like, I don't really like hang out like that. So I think I have to really get out of my comfort zone and do that. And I think it's easy when you have a bunch of guys that are just like kind of like yearning for kind of your voice, and they wanna hear you, talk, and it makes it easy. It makes it easy, to be honest. And the young guys and the guys that we have, so much talent, but also they have the capacity to want to listen and want to get better, and that's really rare. So that makes me feel good, and it makes it easy for me to just go out there and just say the things that I know and that I've experienced, and it resonate with a lot of people. So I think it's good, and it's gonna get, like, I hate talking too much, and because I just also feel like, leadership is not just about like talking and all those things, and it's about doing the right things, and that's what I try to do every single day, like lead by example, and know that, like, if Jarris or Ben or whoever is watching me, they know that, okay, like, he comes in every day and he does the right things, and I think that's how you got to lead them.
Siakam believes part of his growth as a leader is possible because of the type of guys that Pacers have in the locker room, where he can tell that they want to learn, want to listen, and respect where he's coming from when he's delivering a message to the group.
In terms of leadership styles, there's always the you have that one person, they're gonna talk your ear off, you're like, and it's all the time, and it's like your voice gets like played out. It's like when you have a hit record, it's like sometimes you hear it so much and you're like, bruh, somebody turn this thing off. Like, I don't want to, if I hear this song one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's like making sure that you're not like a record, whatever. I don't know what the saying is. Broken record. Yeah. And then there's some people that, like, they will chill, observe everything. They come in, they put the work in, they work hard, they play for the team, they do everything right, but they don't talk a lot. Last year, I didn't come in like, oh man, like I'm a champion and I know all this stuff and I just want to, like, oh, this is the way it should be. Like, we gotta do this. Like, as the season goes on, I start to prove myself. The guys get to know me and they just give their input whenever necessary. If I feel like my message is not received, it just makes me to like just go like, nah, I don't want to talk no more. Like, cause I don't like bothering people, because I already know I'm anti-social myself. So I'm like, I get out of my comfort zone to talk to someone, and if they don't respond the way that I feel like, I expect them to respond, like, I get like really bothered by it. So going with this team, like, they listen to you, man. Like, you can talk to them and you see the change, or like you can see in their eyes. You just know when someone wants to listen to you and your advice. For me, I always like that style of it.
All 19 players under contract showed up for the Pacers players-only minicamp. Everyone from the players with two-way contracts, the two players likely fighting for the 15th roster spot, and Kendall Brown and Cole Swider, locker room presence and team security James Johnson, all the way up to Olympic gold medalist Tyrese Halliburton and the longest tenured member of the Pacers, Miles Turner. With the videos, we aren't limited to hearing about Siakam being a good leader for his teammates, but we can see it. These kind of moments aren't typically recorded and shared.
Dogs, like, we got talent, but we gotta be dogs, man. Like, this is our superpower right here. Like, the fact that we all together. Like, we gotta use that shit. Like, stay together, stay locked in, and compete, man. Every fucking day. Like I said in the beginning, it's like Monday, everything is cool. You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna last till Thursday, Friday? Like, to me, that's the biggest thing. Like, we can all come on Monday, like, and be here, and everybody got fucking energy, and then we get to the middle of the week, Friday and shit, like, motherfuckers start breaking down. Like, that's the step we gotta take. Like, fucking every fucking day we gotta be dogs, man. Every fucking day. Like, there's no day where we come in there and we just fucking bullshit. We gotta do that every day, because that's what we have to do. Like, again, this is us right here. There's nobody else. This is us, all of us, fucking looking each other in the face like, this is gonna be your teammate. This is gonna be who you're gonna go to battle with and all that shit. Like, we just gotta have that mentality that every fucking day we're gonna compete. And we can't come in one day, I don't know if I'm gonna play today. Like, that shit ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta have that same fucking mentality every fucking day. Like, I swear to God, every fucking day. Like, I'm not the most talented. I ain't started playing basketball since I was a little kid. Like, but one thing I know, like, you ain't gonna beat me off is fucking working. I'm gonna be here every fucking day.
and I'm gonna put that work in. I don't care about I care about the result, but at the end of the day, I can live with myself because I know I put the fucking work in and I was there every fucking day. Like, that's the way we gotta do it. Like, every day we put the work in, win, lose, draw, what the fuck? Like, we lost the game, it doesn't matter. We come in the next day, same mentality, fucking just going at it. And to me, like, I think that's what's gonna, you know, separate us from everybody else. So yeah, like, this makes me happy, like, fucking being here. Like, I'm not the type to really talk a lot, you know what I mean? Like, it took me a while to get out of my shell, like, but you guys made this shit so fucking easy, man. Like, and I appreciate it for sure. Like when I say something, I look at the eyes, like, I know, you know, I've been around. I know when motherfuckers not listening. I know that shit. So like, it means the world to me that everyone is just so fucking locked in. And again, I need you guys. So whatever the fuck we got, we all in this together. And again, thank you so much for coming. Like, that means a lot to me. So.
A week prior to everybody coming for the minicamp, Siakam, who averaged 21.3 points and 7.8 rebounds per game with Indiana last season, hosted a lot of the young guys and offered advice on things like how to treat getting sent to the G League or getting an opportunity for a few minutes of garbage time.
And we can't go into it thinking like, oh, we did so well last year. We got to the Eastern Conference Final that we're going to be back at it. It doesn't work like that. I have the mindset from the beginning that whatever we did last year, we got to do that shit triple to even get to where we was at last year. So just continue to fucking build on that shit and don't go in the mindset like comfortable like, oh, we did something. We didn't do shit. We got to the Eastern Conference Final. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got to hunt. Like, we still got to go out there and fucking be the dogs that we are. Every single night, run fast, play fast, do what we do, can't be comfortable. Like, that's what kills you. When you go out there, you get to the Eastern Conference one time, you get comfortable. Like, we're going to get back to it. Like, yeah, that's just not easy. I won a championship. I was like, third year, and I'm thinking like, oh man, I'll be right back to it. I ain't touch it. I ain't touched it till like recently, you know what I mean? And that was like, probably took like 4 or 5 years. Just keep that focus in mind when we're going to the season. And we don't need, like I said, we don't need every single one of you. We never know what happens. You be in the season. Somebody might go to jury, do whatever, but you come back one day, somebody hurt, and you get an opportunity, you got to use that shit. Sometimes you're watching young guys come in the game, 4 minutes left, garbage play and shit, and you just bullshit. Like, that shit is important because they're watching that. If you go out there, we put you there for 4 minutes and you can't do nothing, you think we're going to put you when the game is on the line? No. So when you go into the game, whatever that time is, just fucking keep playing the way you're supposed to play. And if they send you to the G-League, fuck it. Prove that you're not supposed to be there then. Go out there and bust their ass and come back. You go out there and pout every single day, that ain't going to mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like, they're just going to look at you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares.
Buying it's your role and trying to maximize that. Maybe it's not the thing you want to do, but it's going to push our team in the best direction. And as you kind of finish your role, they might give you a little more leeway, but I feel like you have to buy in and maximize your role every time you're out there. A lot of teams got different players, and we got the same group, and that's our advantage. We got to use it. Stay together, stay locked in, and just connect, you know what I mean, anywhere we can.
If there's anyone young players could listen to about trips to the G League, it's Siakam, who as a rookie led the Raptors, then D League affiliate, to a title and won Finals MVP. A couple years later, he's the NBA's most improved player and winning an NBA championship. In one video, he went in depth with Jarris Walker on what makes his patented spin move so effective, showing him how to utilize it in the post, telling Walker that because he also has a first good step, the spin should be an effective move for him as well.
As soon as I get it, whenever I feel it, just time I get it, just sometimes I just say it because he's expecting me to bump him again. You know what I mean? So I just bump him hard, just focus in, I don't have to go. And I think for me, that's why I spin. Like, the spin is so effective for me because I think, like, my first step is always good. Yeah, when you got that too, like, you got a good first step, yeah, so make him react to it, great react. Now it's like, I'm taking him here, like, there's no way he's coming back over there. Yes. Like, I chipped the middle, now I'm on my turn, like, he's not getting to this. You just see that, you just bait him, shoot him, but sometimes, like, take him there. Like, bring him here, so because at the end of the day, you can just go right, man. Like, this is your shot. And they don't want you to go right anyway, so you have to connect to him, give you like a hard one, and then get away from him.
Siakam hosting the team and posting videos also gave us glimpses at the progress of Benedict Mathurin as he returns from his shoulder injury. We learned that Miles Turner hosted the bigs on in the roster in Dallas the week prior, and we got to hear players speak up that don't normally hear from it in that way, like Andrew Nemhard, who spoke to the young players about in the roster about maximizing whatever role you have, even if it's not the role you want. For the Pacers organization, you couldn't ask for anything more from a star player than that you just signed to a $190 million contract this offseason. With so many guys being expended this summer, seeing how ready they are to work before training camp even begins has to be pleasing to the front office. Ted Wu said, I think we have a hardworking group that's going to continue to fight for everything that they need to earn. For Siakam, he's pleased to be with the Pacers organization after a rough breakup with the team that drafted him, where he once thought he would spend his entire career, as he said this in his exit interview at the end of last season.
Obviously, it's been a crazy year. I came from a place where I thought I was going to spend the rest of my career there, and ended up leaving there, and yeah, it's been hard. Obviously, I'm a pretty positive person, and I have a lot of support, obviously, from my family. But yeah, it's been tough, just going through everything, and I'm leaving in the middle of the season and just going through it a lot, mentally and physically, and just from everything. And then landing here, the support from the first day has been incredible. Like I couldn't really ask for anything better, just in terms of support from the first day I got here. I could name literally everyone, from KP, Chad, the coaches, Rick, LP, the players, Ty, Drew, Miles, the whole staff. I mean, just so much love and support. And I think just coming from where I came from, and I've sacrificed so much, in a place, and I think that, after you have that kind of breakup, and it's hard, it's tough, and then you come into here, and I think without that support, like I don't know how I would have able to do it, and I'm so grateful and happy that, I came in a place where you just feel so supported, and you feel like you're needed, you feel like you matter, and as a player, that's really all you can ask for, and I'm blessed to to be able to be here and have the season that we had, and come into a group of guys that really it mattered for them to be able to compete, and I'm just happy to be a part of it, and for me as a player, like that's all I really ask for. Like I give everything to the places where I am, and for me to be here and to come here and just to see how like the support has been so incredible. It's just it warms my heart, and I'm blessed.
iPacers.com. This is the theme song for iPacers.com. iPacers.com. This is the theme song for iPacers.com. iPacers.com. This is the theme song for iPacers.com.